Welcome to video 1 for this unit on arithmetic in base 10. In this video, we're going to focus on adding and subtracting decimals. Suppose we're finding 0.08 plus 0.13. Here is a diagram where a square represents 1/100th and a rectangle made up of 10 squares represents 1/10. To find the sum, we can bundle 10 hundredths as 1/10. We now have 2/10 and 1/100th, so 0.08 plus 0.13 equals 0.21. We can also use vertical calculation to find the sum. Notice how this representation also shows 10 hundredths are bundled as 1/10. This works for any decimal place. Suppose we're finding 0.008 plus 0.013. Here's a diagram where a small rectangle represents 1/1000th. We can bundle 10 thousandths as 1/100th. The sum is 2 hundredths and 1/1000th, which makes 0.021. Here is a vertical calculation. Base 10 diagrams can help us understand subtraction as well. Suppose we are finding 0.23 minus 0.07. Here's a diagram showing 0.23, or 2/10 and 3/100ths. Subtracting 7/100ths means removing 7 small squares, but we do not have enough to remove. We can unbundle one of the tenths into 10/100ths. We now have 1/10 and 13/100ths, from which we can remove 7/100ths. We have 1/10 and 6/100ths remaining, so 0.23 minus 0.07 equals 0.16. Here is a vertical calculation. Notice how this representation also shows a tenth is unbundled into 10/100ths in order to subtract 7/100ths. This also works for any decimal place. Suppose we're finding 0.023 minus 0.007. Here is a diagram showing 0.023. We want to remove 7 thousandths, represented by 7 small rectangles. We can unbundle one of the hundredths into 10 thousandths. Now we can remove 7 thousandths we have 1/100th and 6 thousandths remaining. So 0.023 minus 0.007 equals 0.016. Here is a vertical calculation. In some cases, drawing the base 10 diagrams is difficult or time-consuming. For numbers with many non-zero digits, such as 0.25103 minus 0.04671, it would take a long time to draw the base 10 diagram. With vertical calculations, we can find this difference efficiently. 3 hundred thousandths minus 100,000ths is 200,000ths. So that we can subtract the 7 10,000ths, we first unbundle the thousandth in 0.25103 to make 10 10,000ths. Then we can subtract 7 10,000ths. Similarly, one of the hundredths in 0.25103 is unbundled to make 10 thousandths. Then we can subtract 6 thousandths. 4 hundredths minus 4 hundredths is 0 hundredths. And 2 tenths minus 0 tenths is 2 tenths. This gives us the answer 0.20432. Base 10 diagrams and vertical calculations are two different representations we can use to organize our thinking about adding and subtracting decimals. Both methods let us show bundling 10 of a smaller unit to make a larger unit, or unbundling 1 of a larger unit to make 10 of a smaller unit. It depends on the numbers, but vertical calculations are often a quicker way to solve problems. Thank you for watching video 1 of 4 for this unit on arithmetic in base 10.